It's an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter, has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. 3A Sports College football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Morton. He's got great speed. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You've got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They want to run it left here. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback making checks. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field.
Let's go! Offset!
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if this squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. Looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and on third down, obviously you're thinking pass, pass, pass. A great job by the offense trying to slip in a screen, but the defense had none of it. Great job reacting to the screen, seeing it, going and making a play.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used the reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you can really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Looking to throw, it's Jamison. He's got the back in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Give to the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Silva. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Jamison. Unleashes to the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And I think third and short is the perfect time to run off the O's because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure. Situations, I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forced the second down and goal.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. The screen, he can go. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. They're going to run it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. He might want another play. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Little touch pass to the receiver. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Newt Rockne, Eric Parsegian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Motion from the wide receiver. The jet sweep pass. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Locked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. Here come the Irish back on offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution, put a touchdown on the board here.
Looking to throw, it's Jamison. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you could go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Making side adjustments here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Trojans! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. You could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Makes the grab. It's Silva. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Toss to the outside. Inside the 40. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's tilting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wants to change this route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle. tackle on the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Hand off from the shotgun. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down. And you see guys leading into the second level of the defense getting a hat on hat to go get that first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down to the 37. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And it's no good. And after the miss, it still takes 3 possessions to catch them.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got enough for the first. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rams in with the stiff arm. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Wants to throw. It's Jamison. Finds his man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football. And we've seen them in recent years get to the playoffs. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
Got some room entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! And the punishment has been extended. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
He fires to the left side. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Hard running there. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that jeweled shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype, does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Palmer.
Touchdown, Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What a game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting on all cylinders. They knew how big this game was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go. And they have looked good. And I think the Jewel Shillelagh might be making a trip to South Bend.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Turning it on. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Second down coming up. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He'll run it again. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Murray. And the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense starts deep in a hole.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Throws to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Irish!
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Trojans are on the move.
Set, ready.
Might be changing the route. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Got the quick pass.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
The Trojans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in fourth down territory. It's fourth and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in fourth and short.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Finds him out of the backfield. And he will be stopped short or stop himself short of the line to gain. What was he thinking there?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Snagged out of the air. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to put it.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Spins away from the defender. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. to the air on first down. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the jeweled shillelagh. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.